I will tell you one thing that sucks. With keto, carbs are your enemy. What your friend is proteins, essentially, and fats. Go figure, you want to eat fat to not get fat. But that's how keto works. So, carbs are everywhere. Jesus. And wow, was I having carbs. Jesus. So, if you have ever had a JJ snack pie, pretty sure majority of you know what that is. Basically like that little half moon, like you got the glaze on it and it's got the filling in it that's really, really good. Yeah, about that. One had 68 grams of freaking stupid ass carbs. And I was like, well, there's no surprise. It's made out of yeast, and then the inside is nothing but sugar, so yeah, it should be just a carb sandwich. But, holy dear God, like, maxed out, you can have like 50 carbs on freaking keto. I think 20 is like the recommended that you don't go over. And it's just like, damn, you're going over 3 times the amount on one JJ pie. Are you serious? And then I wanted a freaking sandwich. I wanted just a sandwich, just to have the taste of bread in my mouth again. And one slice of bread is like at least 16 carbs. It's terrible. I can't do this. I can. I absolutely can. I don't need bread and I don't need all these starchy type things that have all these carbs in them. But, I'm just saying, I do miss them. The self-control, though, is definitely strong. I am definitely strong now. If we weren't going to be talking about the diets anymore, but I'm definitely doing good. And you all know who's not doing good? Him. Because he's like, I need my milk. I need my milk, man. Come on. Give me my milk, man. Yeah. Exactly. Let's go ahead and give him his milk. This is the Fat Nap Show, everybody. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Fat Napper Show. Come on in, take off your pants, and have yourself a bowl of cereal, or we gotta get him fed. You have been so bitchy. Here, I'll give you a little extra today. I feel like I might have skimped him out a little bit yesterday, so I kind of felt bad, because he finished up pretty early. So I don't know if he was just extra thirsty or what it was. But I will tell you this much, the holidays today are quite boring. To start off with, we have Pie Approximation Day. Woo, pie. It's not the apple pie, it's not the pumpkin pie, it's not even the Indiana sugar cream pie. Nope, it is just a bunch of digits that are not delicious at all. And then we also have National Hot Dog Day. Now, I do appreciate this one. I do like hot dogs. Dogs are very, very amazing, and we just made the Berg dog yesterday. And we also have Hammock Day, where I can't appreciate that. Because seeing me get in and out of a hammock, well, let's just say that is something that no one in the world should ever watch, okay? Because getting into one, it's like trying to get into a boat. Okay, a fat guy trying to get into a boat, like the boat is usually pretty steady when you're going in, but as soon as the fat guy goes in, woo, it's going one side, okay? It's just going all one side, and you're going in the water, and guess what? Granny over there's laughing her ass off, and there just went her dentures because she's laughing too hard at the fat ass that fell in the water. Screw Hammock Day, because I can't enjoy it. If I get in there, it's a miracle. Getting out, I know I'm landing on the ground. But we have some good news today. Good news, baby! So, Spotify has officially announced that they are going to take on YouTube for podcasts, which I guess this is kind of a podcast. It's a 10-minute podcast usually, but it covers you daily news and gets a little bit of entertainment, I hope. And because of that, we might be moving to Spotify as well as having YouTube as well. I'm not really sure how this is all going to work, if I have to upload twice, in which case, if that's how it has to work, I don't know how easily that's going to work. But hopefully they'll just be able to have the feed from YouTube go into Spotify so I can reach the Spotify audience once more. Uploading the audio to Spotify is a complex process that I'm not a fan of. So we'll see how that goes, and that just might keep the show alive, people. There's a lot of people on Spotify that love podcasts, and I wish I could harness them, but I want to keep the video form because I feel like a lot of entertainment comes through it. Plus, I'd have to drop the cat, and no one wants to drop the cat. Isn't that right? Thanks for the minor acknowledgement. But let's go ahead and get to some fun facts today, where we have to start off with, did you know that Elvis's manager actually sold anti-Elvis merch? Now, as a contract agreement, Elvis's manager made 25% of any merchandise sold with Elvis's name on it. And that include the anti-Elvis merch. He saw a whole market that covered the other 50% of the audience that he was trying to harness. You had the people that loved him and the people that hated him. So he went ahead and already had these guys in the palm of his hand, and then he was like, anti-Elvis merch, even though I don't mean it, let's go. So any way to make a quick buck, I guess. Also, did you know that 62%, this is over half of the population of Iceland, believes in elves that they can't see? This is not like Santa elves. This is not like Keebler elves. This is a humanoid elf that can be about our height, that has varying heights and has varying weights. It's very, very weird because they never see them, but they have a firm belief that they are very real and that they're just kind of hiding. And there's one time where there's a boulder, 70 tons, that they believed was an elf church. How do you know something is an elf church when I don't know. I really don't know. But there's a whole thing that if it's an elvish ground, then you don't build there. Otherwise, that's bad luck. And it's just Iceland be on something else. But you want to know what else is on something else? Frickin' bubble wrap. Bubble wrap was never intended originally to be a packing material. Instead, bubble wrap was supposed to be wallpaper. And I find that to be a little interesting. Because one, that would be amazing, having bubble wrap as wallpaper, because whenever you're stressed, you just throw yourself against the wall, you punch the wall, and then boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that. There's nothing there. No damage at all, and you're stressed free. And the question on my mind is, which way was the bubble wrap supposed to face? Like, was it supposed to be the flat end out, so that way you could paint it? Or was it supposed to be like the bubble wrap was on the outside, so you had this bubble texture? I have no idea. I really don't. I imagine it was supposed to be flat side. He drank all that milk. My God. But I imagine it was supposed to be the flat side out. I just would like to know how this was supposed to be, because it sounds stupid. But before it made to market as a wallpaper, it of course turned into the modern form where it is a packing material. And whoever it was made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. After doing further research, by the way, I did discover that bubble wrap was supposed to have the bubbles facing out, so that way you could actually have textured walls. If only I could go back in time and make wallpaper. Also, have you noticed how wallpaper is non-existent anymore? Doesn't exist anymore. I totally didn't realize the wallpaper fell off the face of the earth before making this video. I was just like, when did that happen? But alas, with that, we now need to get into that dad joke of the day, where the dad joke of the day was actually provided by a vendor at the store. And he's a dad, so it's a dad joke. And I told him I'd make a dad joke of the day. And of course, a dad joke is, even in this case, just a simple question. What do you call a cat with 8 legs?
A nightmare.
An octopus.
You deserve to be buried 10,000 leagues under the sea.
It's pretty good. And the fact that he came up with that on the fly, I mean, it's just a natural dad instinct to be able to come up with jokes like that on the fly. Can't wait till I become a dad. And now for the pet photo of the day, where I'm not really sure how to pronounce the name, but it's spelled Evie. So it's either Evie, or as I'm pretty sure it is, Evie. So Evie is an absolutely beautiful little kitten and absolutely adorable. Like, this cat is like a very much, I almost feel like a stereotypical cat next to the orange boys. Like, just saying, like orange cats and this type, I don't really know what to call that type. They're just stereotypical cats. But it's definitely not an ugly cat. It's a very, very beautiful cat. Now, if you go with like one of those Siamese things, the thing without the skin on them, or the things with skin on them but no hair, the hairless freaking freaks of nature. I don't understand those things, why they exist, why they have to exist. God just got bored one day and said, let's make a cat and not give it fur. And then that came out. Like, for real. He has a weird sense of humor. But alas, we're into that 2 cents moment of the day where there's no humor here. Now's the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. If you're currently in a job, or you're eventually one day going to get a job, the one thing that you'll be posed up against is different situations where you might just have to work a little bit of overtime. And that is perfectly fine to do that. But the one thing that you need to do is you need to keep focus on the job at hand. You can go ahead and complain, mope, and groan all you want about the current job that you're doing, or you can buckle down and get through the job. Complaining only gets you so far in life, and I hate to tell you, it doesn't really get you that far. Where if you go ahead and you buckle down, keep your head low, and you just get the job done, no matter how much time and energy it takes, at the end of the day, it'll be better off for it. Taking the cheap and easy route through any job will not get you where you want to be. I can guarantee you of that. I had to work an hour overtime at work today. Had a very, very, very big truck that we had to unload, and it was fine. Like, for me, if I have to work a little bit of overtime to get a job done, I really don't have a problem with it. I know my position and where I work, and if I have to work over or if I have to do cover other people, that's what I'll do. That's just what you do. You just go ahead and you do what you do because that's what you're paid to do. But yeah, I will absolutely 100% make sure that the job is done before I leave, or at least done to an acceptable amount to where the people who come in after me could finish the job with like relative ease. Or at least I like to think that I do that. Also, really quick, I want to go ahead and plug this really quick. Where'd the other one go? The other one should be, here, somewhere. So these are TY Beanie Boos of where we have praying bears, okay? Yes, I am 27 years old, and yes, I bought 2 of these things. But the story behind these guys is these guys are made by TY, of course. Everyone knows Beanie Babies. And what they are doing is the proceeds from them are being donated to the United Way Worldwide Fund and basically fighting COVID-19. These guys are only $4.99 on the website with free shipping. If you want to get one, I highly recommend it. They are super soft, super cute, and they actually sit. They're absolutely cute and adorable. If you have a kid in your life, definitely would recommend to get one for them. Its name is Hope. And you want to know something? The world could use a little bit of hope. And for $4.99 and all the proceeds going to a charity, absolutely great thing to get. I got 2 of them, one for me, one for my girlfriend. And I absolutely do not regret getting them. I absolutely 110% support that. Oh, it also includes a poem. I did not see that it included a poem. When you go to sleep tonight, pray everything will be all right. And if you keep hope in your heart, we'll stay together and never part. Oh, that's soft. That's like... Well, that's cute. I don't like cute. I'm a man. Man, don't need these things. Who needs them? Yeah, I'm a real man. But just like a real man, I gotta end the show. So that is going to do it for this Tuesday episode. Well, nope, this is going to do it for the Wednesday episode of the Fat and Happy Show. Hopefully you guys all have a good day and a good morning. And I will see you guys back here for a thorough Thursday episode where hopefully there's some news. There's like no news today. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow for tomorrow's episode. Good morning.